Hello, welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of the ES. It is Wednesday, Wednesday, 27th of November. And let's look at what happened and what could happen today. Things are feels like they're kind of changing a bit, but we'll get into that. Yesterday, I had a great day. The levels that I spoke about didn't necessarily trade the levels that I spoke about themselves, but they served as a target for me. So I was talking about shorting this zone or maybe coming into this imbalance here. And I was saying it would be interesting if Asia's low held, and if UK started accumulating above it. I said that would be that'd be interesting, and I'd be looking for the short, and I saw them kind of doing that, right? And I took a long into the liquidity that I had been interested in shorting. So I took two longs, longed here, little scalp for 2.2. Exited and got in again on a really nice fair value gap tap. It was lovely entry. That was a 6.2. Just targeted this liquidity here, Australia's high, because you never know what'll happen after that. But yeah, I kept going. But I hit my target profit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that was a good day. What did they do after that? Well, US came up and danced around for the whole session. My God. It was FOMC though, I think. This was a FOMC. And they came down and they kind of changed structure here a bit, here. But because of the precedent we were in, they were able to come back up, and they came up into here for Sydney, and Asia traded in here. And then we got a change of character, and Asia just kind of, around midday, just pushed down. Then UK opened here, and I was kind of curious about this move. We were kind of dancing between structure here, and I guess it was kind of hard to put my finger on the pulls that were being played here, but I guess this was very large liquidity grab, maybe, and then we danced with structure, and now we've pulled back, and we've created bear structure into UK open. UK did a very weird little move here where it basically took like a pip of liquidity on NQ, and this was actually this was Tokyo close, so UK opened. This wasn't Tokyo. Sorry, this was UK pre-market, and they just left like these equal highs here and took like a pip liquidity. It was an odd move, and then they dumped straight from there. So yeah, I don't really know. It's a bit odd. We took Sydney's low, and then just kept breaking down. So I was talking about some bullish pulls that we have lower, and they're still valid. This SMT, I don't know if this is going to carry us. If we take away the SMT, these are just equal lows. But on the ES, this low was taken, which gave a nice push up. But coming back to here, I actually don't know if it's going to last. We kind of got equal lows sitting above it as well. I wouldn't mind some bullish pulls to come into play around here, but honestly, it's starting to look a bit like they want to really push down into structure. And yeah, we got to be careful with these breaks of structure, because we are very bullish, but it also means that they have a lot of liquidity they could push into, and it still wouldn't make a huge difference to their overarching narrative, right? Sorry, it's a bit messy. If we go to the half an hour We still have a huge imbalance here, and it's within structure. And actually coming into here and getting bought up heavily would be, it would be kind of nice. So yeah, there is a chance that they pull back into this structure, and we have a few blocks on the way up, but yeah, it's looking like they could knife down if they wanted to. And we do have news coming out, so maybe that's for that to manifest with, right? If news comes out and then it ends up breaking structure down. Yeah, we'll just have to see. It seems like this big spike was something they respected. They came back up into it, and distributed inside it, I guess. But yeah, we're kind of dancing within structure, and right now it's starting to feel like they want to stay in this range. So it'd be interesting to see where demand comes in, whether they come down to this imbalance now or if they just come into one of the pulls they've created. I have a block here. I don't know if I'm super sold on it, but it is here. There's a past daily VWAP right above it. We have some liquidity we can come into. Whether that just takes us up to UK Open or if it just breaks down, we'll have to see. It's kind of precarious little area that we've built here. Yeah. So this pull here, we can come into this zone down here below the SMT and get support, and that would be interesting to see what structure they make in here. Whether this could be the kind of a higher low, but if we keep breaking structure down within this, and this is what this is what led to it, then I don't see any reason that they can't just have a huge knife down into this zone. So yeah, this high volume area is something I'm keeping my eye on for this zone. Below that we have a huge volume gap, and then we have this imbalance, right? So we did mitigate that 12-hour red vector up here. Kind of interesting waves around here. We got a brief spike on a money flow. It's not looking exactly like something that would cascade down right now, but it does seem like, because money flow is so thick and they've kind of U-turned here, maybe they do just need to come into this liquidity pool. Oh my. I know that. Yeah, see, it's very, very slight mitigation down here. Going on to an anchored VWAP now, right above the past daily VWAP. I was kind of speculating a short to continue, depending if we get a nice retracement into this area, but yeah, I'm careful about longs, and if they just keep moving down, then I'll just let them move down. If it's not the day for me, it's not the day for me. I had a good week so far, and I'm not going to jeopardize that with some unsure price action and analysis, right? So it's a bit mixed at the moment. I'd like to see a big move soon. I'd like to see some big swipes, kind of like this, or maybe like that, or like this. We're kind of just grinding up, and it seems like supply is starting to take over. Now, whether that's temporary or not, I don't know. But UK's Open was interesting. And yeah, it's kind of up to US to show us what the deal is. So yeah, the pulls from last week and stuff, like we have, let's go to the 15. We have this one here, which is a nice little break of structure. This change of character is a bit odd. Like, this one's a bit odd, because we're still technically inside of this, right? So breaking this area here, I feel like it would be a huge knife down into this. Like, if we lost this low, if we lost like 20,750, like that zone. feel like it would be a huge wick into here. And if not a huge wick, like it could be a greater structure move down, honestly. So it's a bit precarious, this nested little range that we're in, right? Like, that's what they do. They nest, get smaller, smaller, and then bam, it all falls apart. So I'm thinking about playing this little downtrend we have here if I get a chance. Probably exit. If I did get a short, I'd exit around here just because I know there is a pull here. It can get kind of taken over, right? We could get a push down into structure and then pew, maybe up for. They could do that. And then US does the thing where they go bow. I don't know, something like that. But it's a bit, yeah, it's just a bit iffy. Just a bit iffy. Especially for longs. We're getting a bit lost in the sauce, I think. So I want to see some clear liquidity taken. I will, depending on the time and how it looks. If it looks beautiful and there is just an entry that you cannot ignore on this OB, I might take it. I might take a little long, but not a massive chance. But you know, there's a chance that I'll do that. We have some valid area down here, some valid areas. It's just this SMT is kind of irking me, and I don't like when I have to pull a volume profile and it's floating, like the value area low is floating and there's just gaps there and everything. It's like, you know, price might just want to come into here, right? I'll mark this. If we want to call that a range, just call that a range. It doesn't really matter either way because I know that there's a past daily view up there. You know, there are reasons that we can bounce from there. How big the bounce is, I don't know. And I'm not going to play the game where market maker makes me think that it's going to bounce and then it never bounces. And I just keep longing over and over. Those days are gone. But I might try one if it's just too good to ignore. Other than that, if we keep breaking down, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're just going to keep breaking down. And even that kind of breaking down scenario isn't the worst. You know, it's not the worst. Like, we have levels below us we can play. But yeah, you know, Japan's high is exposed. Well, it's nested behind US's, right? So if they're going to take that, it might be US pre-market maybe at earliest. But I'm getting the feeling they might want to just accumulate and then news and then boom, whatever the boom is, up or down. So yeah, that's it. Rather quick one today. A bit more unsure, but that's okay. You know, I had 2 or 3 days there where I felt like everything I was looking at was what I was expecting, which was, it's a nice feeling when that happens. And you know, it doesn't always happen. And then there can be days where it just doesn't happen for a long time, and you have to reel back and go, okay, maybe I don't know what's happening right now. And sometimes just don't take the trades, just let them show you. Might be what I do today. But yeah, depending on the timings, might catch a little short into quote unquote support, or these demand areas that I expect might give a bounce. You know, I might take a little short into them, but I'm not too pushed. If I miss a massive long, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Peace, guys. Happy trading. And yeah, I hope this helps, even if I'm a bit unsure. I hope this framing of the market is in some way beneficial to you. All right, peace. Catch you around. Bye.